Hi guys, I'm Elizabeth Mahi and I'm just making this short recording to discuss some items you can place in a calm corner, whether that's at your center or within your home. So, firstly, we would obviously put in some cushions and just cushiony things, so we're creating a comfortable space because it's obviously very important that it is comfortable for the child. And then we go into to put some objects that we know are going to grab the child's attention in creative ways. So, for example, we can put in a timer, and children can just sit there and watch that completely time out and turn it around the other way and do that again. And that's just a wonderful way to purposely concentrate. And it also has a very calming effect. So, a little timer is a very good asset for a calm corner. You can even have a little light where the children can just play with reflection. And children love playing with reflection, they love using the lights, and it's another way to just shift their consciousness from what it was when they entered to returning to that creative, more joyful disposition. So a little light is a very good one to have in there, as is a kaleidoscope. There's all different types of kaleidoscopes you can get, and looking through the kaleidoscopes, this one has a turning wheel on the end of it, and it's just a wonderful way to calm the child and to put them in a creative state of mind, because they're seeing all that symmetry continuously unfolding and the different patterns, and then you can actually just try to control patterns and keep them there moving around. Children can spend so much time with a kaleidoscope, and it's a wonderful object for a calm corner. A lava lamp is another one that has a very calming effect. A stillness, because there's a waiting involved. The same as for the timer. When there's that waiting involved, the child can really connect more with that settled feeling inside, as they're just waiting for all the sparkles to settle. And of course we can have more sensory objects, things that are squishy, nice large squishy balls. Be careful of the furry kind of plastic stuff with the furry bits, or anything with too many holes in it, because that can have, if a child's got maybe some sensory issues, that can create more of a frustrating feeling or state of consciousness within a child. So we do want to make sure that the sensory objects are just pleasant and not creating that yucky, fuzzy feeling that some children can experience with certain objects. And sometimes that can include certain colours. So just be aware if you have a child with sensory issues, and make sure you're providing the right kind of stimulus for them. And of course, the breathing sphere. Sometimes with the younger children, you'll need supervision so they don't break it. But this is a fantastic one for them to just sit there and reconnect with their breathing. That's exactly what the ball is for. So it's highly recommended, particularly for the older children. And of course, they would need a demonstration first before you just left this in the calm corners. And we're aligning our breath with that movement. Okay, so a very good item for a calm corner. Of course, we can have windmills, and again, they create the blowing where the children have to connect with their breathing. to blow the whirlwind, and of course you're getting a very visual effect as well, which can be quite stimulating and therefore distract or shift that consciousness to a better state than what they came into the corner with, because that's what we're trying to do. We're getting them to go to the calm corner to shift their consciousness, to shift their mood from what it was to a better disposition. And we may choose to have colouring items in there, something that the children can trace if that's what they're into. We can have snow cones. Of course, you'll have to have a plastic one. Again, just watching the glitter, and it's another one of those settling little items that we can use, because as the sparkles are settling, it gives us a settling feeling as well. Okay, you can have a rock collection in there, and if you put it in a special little container, then you make it special, and then the children see it as more special. You can have little crystals and things in there. You can put some shells in there, different types of rocks. They've got, different surfaces for the children to touch, and you may find some children tasting them. And again, before they play with the rock collection, you can also show them that we can use the rock collection to make nice spiral patterns. And so when they have the rock collection, they'll make their little spiral patterns. And again, it's just a creative thing to do in the calm corner that will shift their conscious into a better mood. Feathers are also another one, and we can put feathers in a special case to make them special, and that makes the children feel that they're a little bit more precious, and so they'll care about them a little bit more. And the feathers really are just a hands-on exploration, a visual exploration, seeing all the different colours and feeling the difference between feathers, feeling the coarser feathers to the fluffier feathers. And children, can even make patterns with the feathers. So feathers are another nice one to put in there. They're just interesting for children. Very interesting feathers. So you can also put in some interesting creative artwork. This is just an old calendar, and so just when children look at different images, it can just spark imagination, shift moods, and just spark that creativity. So you can have abstract, mystical pictures for the children to look through, or you can have animal magazines. Children love looking at pictures of animals, so it's just another one you can put in there. And I have a bug collection, which I like to use for my grandchildren, and I also have a magnifying glass where they'll sit with a magnifying glass and just really look at the detail on the different bugs, and it's very engaging for a child. And once again, that's what we're going for. We're going for finding a way to put the young child in a space where they're going to enjoy being in that space, because that space is interesting, but it's interesting in just a calming, settled way. Okay, so we can certainly still be learning in that space, like learning about bugs, just through our own observation. But again, it's a place to just find our calm and change that disposition. That's what we're going for. They go in feeling grumpy and they come out back to themselves, feeling creative, feeling joyful, and just all turned back around. Okay, so I think I've mentioned everything. And of course, there's so many more items that you can put in your calm corner. And it's a good idea not to have too much in there, not too much choice, and just move things in and out of that corner. Or have a shelving or a chest or something, and they have to take one thing, use it, and then place it back before they take another item, just to help them to stay focused and to purposefully stay with that object that they have chosen. Okay, so I hope that helped, and I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing about all your calm corners. All right, thanks for listening.